Hello, I just finished filming actually my vlog for this week that's coming up tomorrow. I'm sorry, I'm pulling up a chair. I'm currently in my brother's room actually because I need to clean up a few stuff. So whenever I put out like new items from like different places, I tend to put it in like one place, which is my brother's room. And today I'm going to clean things up a bit because it's starting to get dusty, and I do have like a lot of stuff here. This is just a magnetic container that I stick on my caddy, and I have a lot of like top loaders and savers in here. So I'm going to clean up a bit all of the booster packs that I'm going to keep and throw away all of those that I am not keeping, and I'm just going to take you along with me. This container is actually the place that I put all of the items that I use for the shop, like my thank you notes and like sticky notes and scissors, also washi tape that I use for like packing stuff. And I also put a few booster packs in here, like the Minerva ones, so that I could use these as packaging for like loose cards and like commons. Commons in TCG are like, of course, common cards. And yeah, I'm just going to clean up a little bit and also clean up my art caddy because I haven't been doing that quite well this time. I haven't been on top of things when it comes to cleaning up. Hold on a sec. I do have a bunch of like my old the Oreo packaging. I want to keep like a few of these. Like if I have duplicates, I will throw it away because these are like, I know this is a lot of plastic, but I'm going to use majority of these for journaling purposes and junk journaling. So we're going to do that today. So these are fairly organized now. I did get a bunch of these like one-piece booster packs from Toys R Us and Data Blitz. Some of them are from like the last con that my brother and I went to. So far, I think these are all of the packs that I opened actually, like most of it, except for maybe these two. Because I only opened 5 of the OP05 ones. My brother bought these 3, and then I bought the rest of these, like these. So yeah, I did like, out of all of these that I've opened, I think I only opened one special Dawn card of Kaido and one parallel card out of all of these. So this is how many packs I have opened of One Piece in my lifetime. Some of these are like Vanguard stuff. If you can see that they're like JM here, this is from like my brother. Like if he buys like bulk in commons, other sellers also put them in like booster packs, and whenever there's a new pack art that I come across, I do keep them just for memory keeping, even though like as you can see here, this is like crumpled. And I also got these from like the girls goddesses pack, I guess it's what it's called. It's like a waifu sort of collector's card. I did get like a few from like Clanad and Fate Grand Order and Arknights. I don't know, I maybe like straight, but I do like the art of it, like especially this one. So we're gonna use that. I did manage to like get a hold of Paldea Evolved last week when my brother and I went to IBAM, and I don't know, I decided to just buy 2 packs for now. And if you've seen that vlog from last week, when I opened it, I actually got 2 slackings, like in my rare slot, like 2 of the same card from 2 different booster packs, and I was like, is this rigged or something? So yeah, I'm going to keep these because pack arts, of course. I do have like a resealable pack here for all of the booster packs that I have not used yet. Like they are like, some of them are like the different pack arts, but we're going to just put them all in one place so that if I need a pocket of some sort for my spread, for like my weekly highlights, monthly highlights sort of situation, I do have booster packs as my so-called pocket for that, wherein I can stick stuff, like stick it on a page or like at the back of a notebook, and then I can put like receipts in there, photos, calling cards from shops, and yeah, that is how I reuse booster packs in my journals. I do have like my magazine clippings and other clippings in here, also like packaging from like booster packs as well, and like old Starbucks papers in here. So the goal of mine for 2024 is actually to reduce this particular folder. However, for the past few weeks I have been putting in a lot of stuff in here, so I need to go through these like within the week actually. I do have like, I've seen a bunch of like labels. These are like probably my brother's, and I don't know if he's going to throw these away, but if he's going to throw these away, I will like grab them because look at the colors. I can still use them for like layering and such. And also my mom actually found old 2007 like Pandora collection flyers. What do you call these? I don't know what you call these, but these are like the collections booklets. You go through them to see, oh, the birds are outside. That's nice. But you look through these for their collections, and my aunt used to buy when Pandora wasn't here in the Philippines, like where I live. Currently it's now in like our local mall, but when it was still like not here, they do have like these brochures, and my aunt buys them because they are like I could say they are like cheaper in Canada. So I do have like these, and my mom was like, we can throw them in the recycling or you could keep them for your journaling. And I try to like get use out of some of these. Because I do like Pandora. I do have like a bunch of charms and rings from them. So yeah, we have that. I also have this Bakugo booster box. I don't know what this is. 100 size card sleeves. Are these sleeves? But I'm going to cut this box up and just keep the Bakugo print. And yeah, so far, that is what I'm like busying myself with. I haven't really started to go back to like reading or watching anime recently, and it kind of bothers me a bit, but I am officially, I can officially say that I'm probably in a reading and watching slump. So yeah, I will update more as the week progresses. It's still Sunday today after I've just filmed last week's Cozy and Chaos episode sit down portion. So yeah, I'll update you again within the week if I have something else to talk about. Okay, kind of rushing it a bit because I still have work, and I'm opening this off camera because I did not like take out my address, but something came in the mail. Wanted to open it here. Here we are. Oh, he's so cute. Oh dear. Just squish a bit. Just squish it a bit. Got myself a little newie. A little albedo. But yeah, this is what came in the mail. I just want to unbox it like on camera. There are a few like defects, I guess, but that's fine. I'll just say that it's basically worth its price with like the little defects and such, but I should not pull on that yarn or thread rather. He needs a little bit of like cleaning up, I guess, with like a lint roller. So many loose threads here and there. But yeah, I have a little baby albedo that I have wanted for like a few months now. So while I'm waiting for like my laundry to finish drying, like the dryer to finish, I am here for a quick update on Hour of the Red God by Richard Crumpton. I am here, which is 209 pages. This is a 290 pages book, and I just read this like last night, and this is actually a debut novel. So I did not know that. And as a debut novel, it's actually pretty good, to be very honest. So it is about it is set in Nairobi, Kenya, at the height of a very turbulent political unrest. I should say, like, it's election period, and there is like a very tribalist issue when it comes to like the political powers that happens in this part of the world. And at first I was like very afraid to talk about this book because it is like I don't know enough about the whole like story or like the whole situation when it comes to like the politics of Kenya, and I don't want to like end up sounding like culturally insensitive or something like that. So I was at first afraid because I don't know anything, and reading this book I like now know a few ideas about it. So we are following a detective who is, I don't know how to pronounce it, if it's Maasai or Masai, but it's Maasai, who is like a tribal warrior that kind of like left his village in order to pursue becoming a detective or a police. And the girl that was murdered in this case is also from his same tribe, so that's why he was like asked to investigate about this murder incident, whether or not it is like murder or is it like an accident or whatever. So there is more to it. Like it's pretty much very what do you call this, like there are so many things that are connected to this one girl. Like just because of the death of this one girl, a lot of like powerful politicians, businessmen, and like doctors and such, like very powerful people in the community, is all linked to the death of this girl and their like anomalies and their like corruption. And it's pretty interesting. It's very much engaging for like a very first, like a debut novel, as I said. However, there is like one gripe that I have for this novel, because as you can see here, like not to spoil anything, but if you can see that there's a dash here, that is this author's way of doing the quotation marks, and it irked me actually a bit at the beginning. Like it took me quite a while to get used to that situation wherein if you see a dash, it is quotation, and I had to like navigate around to know whether or not it is it Moliel, the detective, like this one, the main character who is talking, or is it his partner who is talking during a conversation. And so once you get a hang of like the writing style, you would like, it's pretty much a good engaging book to see like an insight on how like the Kenyan government and politics and election period happened. And it did say here in the preface that it is like the aftermath of the 2007 elections in Kenya, which I don't know about. I would probably do research on it after I read this book, but it is not a retelling, but rather like some sort of like an insight and also like a narrative of how like the people operate, I guess, and how like tribalism plays a very important role in like their own political structures, and like each think of it as like party lists, but runs very much deeper than that, because they have their own different practices, especially with different tribes and such, and like the wars in between the tribes, and it just becomes a little bit more of a modern take on that. And I was confused at first, but now I do have like a little bit more of an idea for this, and it's not really that much different or like complicated as I was afraid of being. Like there are a lot of like cases such as this wherein it's like very difficult and also very as I said, corrupt and also unfair and oppressive, very much heartbreaking. And the reason why it is called the Hour of the Red God, I finally understood, is because the Maasai or Maasai tribe believes in two gods, the black god, which is more benign, and the red god, who is more aggressive and like jealous, and like it's the good and the bad god sort of situation. And they say if you're like feeling aggression or like feeling hate, the red god is the one that is visiting you, and it's like this is the part of history. It's like a saying that the red god has visited these people in this very oppressive and very aggressive and very turbulent time in history sort of situation. So yeah, I'm so far enjoying it, despite the struggle that I have with the quotation marks. That's all that I have trouble with. But I will be finishing this book tonight, and we'll see. I will probably pick up a new book after this, and I was thinking about vlogging that, actually, like an actual reading vlog sort of situation. Like I would want to make a whole reading vlog, like not necessarily 24-hour reading vlog, but rather reading the whole Inheritance game series, because I have finally got a copy of the all four books. So I have heard good things about it and want to make a separate video out of that. So hopefully if that pushes through, I'm going to be starting that after I'm going to read this book. So yeah, that's the update for this week so far, and I will come back when I have more updates. Hello, so I am back from my little book shopping trip. It is actually 350 pesos for 1 kilo weight of books, and I got all of this for 374. So 350 for 1 kilo, that's basically worth it. It's like over a kilo worth of books, and it's 4. And most of these I got are like mystery thriller sort of situation, or like detective story sort of situation. Mysteries, of course, detective, and that's basically the genre that I'm interested in as of the moment. So we have that. So I got here Atlantis first by David Gibbons. Here is the synopsis for that if you want to read. It's more of like an adventure, I guess, sort of like puzzle mysteries. And oh my god, if you could hear that like car horn, it always happens every now and then, and I don't know which jeepney that is. This is just kind of annoying in the middle of the city, but anyway, I'm interested in this. It's more of like the classic sort and sparkly. Yeah. Next we have here Chris Mooney's The Dead Room. So this is, I think, the book that I passed on like last time when I went to that same book sale. Like I think it was during Valentine's Day that I went there and did not buy anything, and this was one of the books, because the rules of that like books per kilo is that you have to buy 1 kilo worth of books. So that is like 3-ish books before you can buy anything. You can't just buy one book. And during that time, this is the only one that I wanted. Here you have a little bit of the synopsis. Serial killings, mystery thriller. Hopefully it's good. The pages are yellowed, not as yellow in this lighting, but it is very much yellowed, and it's like the most yellow out of all of them. You can't see in the video, but in any case, I'm hoping to read this. And then we have here a soft bound book, James Oswald's All That Lives. It's another a detective story, I guess. I did just finish, like last night, I did just finish Hour of the Red God, and it was also a detective story with a murder that happened with one of like a prostitute, and it is connected with all different things. The what do you call it, spacing is very tolerable, I guess. And to me, I think this is going to be like a 1 week read, maybe less if I'm really into it. But most of these books, I actually checked my Goodreads account, and most of them are like 3.5 stars or about, or like 3.5 stars to 4 stars. So that's why I took them. And this is the last one that I got, which is the first one actually that I grabbed during that book shopping. The Silver Locomotive Mystery, Railway Detectives, Puzzling New Case by Edward Marston. It's more of like a historical fiction, and I think this is the first one that I'm going to start reading today. I still, as you can see, the spacing is so big, almost reminds me of like YA or like children's book sort of spacing, like young kids book. So this is probably like a day's worth of read. How many pages is this? 348, if it could focus. 348 pages. It's fine. This is going to be quick and easy. And even though I haven't finished Prophet yet, I think I'm going to pause on Prophet and going to read this a little bit lesser, I think, of a topic, less serious topic compared to that of Prophet, because abortion is very much a heavy topic. So I have been debating for a bit whether or not I'm going to turn this into a separate reading vlog or just include it in my like weekly vlogs. So I decided to just include this in my weekly vlog because technically I am reading this week, so it is both a reading vlog and a weekly vlog. And I've already filmed a bunch of clips prior to this one, so I decided to just lump them all in, make it like a long video for you guys, like as a consolation and as payment for like the weeks that I have been absent for being sick. And yeah, that's what I decided to do, and let's just roll with it. If it doesn't feel right, then I will do a separate reading vlog the next time. But in any case, today I'm actually sitting down because I'm going to fill in some of the pages in my reading journal. So this is just a steno notebook from Vllo, and this is my reading journal that I have changed up a bit because I used to have a smaller notebook for my reading journal just to see if I could get used to the concept of a reading journal. I'm not particularly like, I don't really read hundreds and thousands of books per year. My goal for 2024 is only 20 books. And I'm slowly getting into it. I did put my physical and e-reader or like ebook TBR here. This needs more pages, to be perfectly honest, but we'll just go with this for now. I'm going to add a few more that I bought yesterday. I went to a books per kilo bookshop. I've already filmed the haul for that, so I don't know if it's gonna come up before or after this clip. But we're going to add like other titles here for my physical TBR as well as my ebook. I also have placed a star on whenever I have finished reading that book in my TBR. So that's my annotation for that. Books to look for is my next spread. These are all of the books that I either want to have a physical copy of or like get the ebook version of. So these are just some of the running list of books that whenever I watch my favorite booktuber and they mention something that is like a 4 or a 5 star for them, I list it down here. And so I left a few space, like a few pages for that. Next we have here is my 2024 Fully Book Reading Challenge. I found the copy of it online. I will put it up on screen for you to see what it looks like. But Fully Book is like a big chain, like a bookstore here in the Philippines, and they put up this like, it's not really bingo, but it's more of like how many of these prompts you can finish. And what I decided to do with that is that I copied the whole prompt list here, the 4x3 here, and then my personal goal is at the bottom, 1 to 10, and then 11 to 20 here once I fill this up. And what I decided to do is that, for example, I actually could technically do, like, for example, Bunny here by Mona Awad. I haven't read from Mona Awad before, so the prompt of author you've never read before, I could technically put Bunny here. So what I'm going to do is like, for number 1 here, corresponding to the number of the book, I will put the number 1 there, and that is associated with the goals here at the bottom. So like, for example, The End of Men, I could put it, I could technically put it in like the future. Was it the future? I think it was 2025 that it was setting, but in any case, this is what we're going to do for now. and update it slowly as I go, as you can see in 2024. I have a little bit of a reading slump this February, so I haven't really read that much, except like I finally got back into the groove and read Hour of the Red God, which was like recently, like 2 days ago that I finished it. I finished it in a day or so, and this is how I do my like reading review. In a different color, I will put the quote that either spoke to me or like cause for concern that I want to remember. I also do the cow pile method in rating my books. This is like the shorthand, like my legend for what cow pile is. It is a way to like see what your rating is based on these different categories, and then you rate each category 1 to 10 and then divide the whole total by 7 for the 7 categories, and whatever average you get here at the bottom, that is like your star rating. So that's how I do my star rating here, and then just write stuff about the book afterwards. It's actually a very small space, to be perfectly honest. I'm writing like a review. However, it's all of the space that I need as of the moment. If ever, for example, I did end up like writing or like needing more space, I could always write at the back. So what I do before was that I put a sticker here, like I draw on a sticker and stick it in to represent the color of the book. But since I don't necessarily like write at the back anyway, I decided to just draw the cover of the book directly on the page. And that's like my little creative twist on my pages. And that's basically it. This is going to be a running list. I don't know when this will get filled out, but every year as I read the books, I will like put a place wherein I could put like an updated version of the TBR, maybe tab it on the side just so I could flip it there immediately. But yeah, so far that is what the reading situation is here. The reasons why I want to make this into a reading vlog is because after I finished reading The Hour of the Red God by Richard Crumpton, I actually went ahead and started reading The Inheritance Game, which I have a ebook version of. I have already started this, and it's very fast. I feel like I read through it like I only had like an hour or like 30 minutes before I went to bed after reading this. So chapter 4, I guess, or was I in chapter 6? I'm at around chapter 16 of this book. So in my e-reader or like my ebook version, that is 62 pages, around that area. But I really wanted to do a reading vlog because of the reading slump, of course, and also I have been like, I am in 4, I guess, different books as of the moment. So I am currently in the middle of Prophet by Frank E. Peretti. I am also in the middle of Babel by R.F. Kuang. In the middle of Inheritance Game, of course, by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. And also The Silver Locomotive Mystery, and I just bought The Silver Locomotive Mystery yesterday, and I left the physical copy down at the office. The books that I bought yesterday, I am planning to leave it at the office as my little cozy corner whenever there's like a break during work. I'm just going to read a bit every now and then, and I'll just take my e-reader to the bed if I'm going to read books. I say e-reader, but I mostly use my phone. But in any case, I am going to like update my physical reads here, and then we'll just continue reading The Inheritance Game as well as The Silver Locomotive Mystery for this week. I was literally about to fix like my filming area until I remembered that I needed to like give a definitive review of Hour of the Red God by Richard Crumpton. It is indeed like a mess, if I'm being honest. I did mention that I did not really like that it is more of like a hyphen or like a dash to indicate the conversation rather than quotation marks, like their quotations such. But as far as reading it, it got faster in the end. It started off to me a bit slow for a murder mystery sort of situation, and there are a lot of differences when it comes to like culture and also diversity, of course, because this is set in Nairobi, Kenya, at the height of the presidential elections and also the political unrest that happened in that period of time in history. And the ending, like, if you're more concerned with the murder mystery rather than the whole corruption in elections and rigging of the results, the misunderstanding that happened in this situation, like that led to the murder, is like I already felt it. However, because of the story that is inside this book, like it's a children's story that is related to like the name of one of these characters, it suddenly shows that not whatever it is that you find that is too good to be true is probably too good to be true. And I fairly enjoyed it. I gave it actually a 3 out of 5 stars, 3.5, but I rounded it down to 3 because of like how I was not like used to the writing style, and also the jumpiness of the story. Like it went from like the murder investigation to the politics and then the investigation again, and although they really did connect it in the end, I just got very much angry at some of the antagonists in here, which is very effective. And yeah, I enjoyed like the perspective of Detective Molel. I can't say it, but the detective and the main character of the story. But still, it's still a heavy topic in a medical way. And now I definitely know that I do have like a type for when it comes to like genres of books, when it comes to detective stories. Like, I don't know why, but the majority of the detective stories that I have bought, I bought this book last year on my birthday with my best friend during the Big Bad Wolf book sale event happening in our local mall, and this was the last book that I have bought that I haven't read yet. And majority of the books that I bought were detective stories and like police investigation, and more often than not there is a prostitute involved in the stories. So it's almost like very like British, or like I keep thinking of like the who is that again, Jack the Ripper sort of situation. So it's most likely very British in nature, at least for me, with the murder mysteries. And the next book, the Silver Locomotive Mystery, is also set in British lands in England. And yeah, I really have a type when it comes to detective stories. Maybe it's because of like my love for Sherlock Holmes as well. So yeah, that is the update so far. I will update you once I get more pages into either the Inheritance Games or the Silver Locomotive Mystery. Those are the two that are on my TBR for this week. Hopefully I will be able to finish them because they feel like very fast reads. Like for the Inheritance Games, which I only read during the night, I got to around 62 to 65 pages already for that, out of 300 for like my copy of the ebook. And for the Silver Locomotive Mystery, I already reached like page 70 of the book out of 200, or like was it 350. So it's fairly fast for like something that I've read only for an hour each. So yeah, we'll update you later when I have anything else to update about. Sword and shield. I don't know. Oh my god. Chorizo, world champ. World champ. Oh my god.
Wow.
World champion Pachirisu. Chajan! Carcol.
Ew.
やや右にそれましたかな。どうにも精妙なスイングとまでは至らぬものですな。
ナイスショット。珍妙な見た目の割に堂々とした攻め筋ではないか、ドーマンとやら。さて次はこちらの番だ。ちと無理目だがワンオンを狙ってみるか。パワータイプ2人とロングホールで飛距離を争うのがどのこっちゃ。絡めてで勝負だね。腰も痛くなるし。
どうした九平さんよ。僧兵の鉄砲を食らうた狙撃手の腕がなまってんじゃねえの。
はっ、大方厨房に立ちすぎたのであろう。常3食フルコース、デザートまでご苦労。
この浅瀬で潜水しての奇襲とは恐れ入る。その上で最新のウォーターガンとはね。自慢の槍もいい加減時代遅れというところかな。はっ、てめえに合わせてやったんだよ。緑のマントのセーバーに借りたってやつだ。
バカな。俺が5分おきに貸し出し申請をしているというのに、なぜ貴様が騎士用のガンを持っている。そもそも貸し切りにしたはずのこの場に誰の許可を得て立ち入った。
お前だよ。
おさらばです、名探偵さん。ふざけるな。地獄へ逃げるのならば地獄へと赴くまで。幕を引くのは俺の仕事だ。
乗りかかった船だ。俺も最後まで付き合うぜ。
サーバント、バーサーカー、あるじゃない。我が身は悪を滅ぼすためにあり、悪は全て裁かれるものなり。
Hello, good morning. I've already finished editing the first part of this, clips before the talking portion, and I'm already at around 33 minutes of the video, so I don't know how long this video is going to take, but my god, I'm really sneezy. Hold on a minute. I just sat down and already my allergies are starting up, so we're going to just do this. This is the week that was February 26th to March 3rd, the first few days of March. And let's just say that this was a messy sort of spread, but I do like it. I do enjoy looking at this and seeing what I have been up to for the past week, because it has been quite crazy, to be perfectly honest. I did finally break my reading and watching slump by finishing a book. I have Art of the Red God finished this week. I've been talking extensively of that book and reviewed it. I also had 2 book hauls. One is a bigger one and the other one is just one book that I wasn't able to talk through, but it was The Poison Artist, and I just found it online, a listing, and was intrigued, so I got it. Hopefully I am able to read it throughout the month of March. That is the goal. I don't know if I need to set a March TBR of some sort. Maybe I will do my TBR per quarter. Let's just finish off with March, and maybe in April I will film a video of my second quarter of 2024 TBR reads, picking out 5 books to read for the month of April, May, and June. Maybe I will do that in the future, who knows. But yeah, I did start reading Inheritance Game, as I said. As of the moment, I was supposed to finish the Silver Locomotive Mystery on Saturday. However, I was not able to finish the last 20 pages. So I'm finishing that today. Today's Monday, so hopefully I am going to have a definitive review of that book. I'm enjoying it quite well, and I'm giving it a pre-rating of 4 out of 5 stars because I've enjoyed it quite a bit. I did have a bunch of bought a bunch of different pens here that I pen tested in this page. They don't really look different because they are all ballpoint pens. So Amspec Flex Talk. Amspec is what I used when I was still working at the hospital. It's a smooth 0.7 ballpoint pen that is very cheap, so it's okay if you lose it, especially during duty. But yeah, I missed the feeling, so I bought one, or 2 rather. I bought a Flex Top, which is a clicky pen, and also my aunt gave me another Parker. The first one that my mom gave me was a fountain pen, which is Parker 58, and this time this is a ballpoint pen that my aunt gave me, which is Parker 61. It is a click pen. I don't have it with me currently. I should have should have brought it with me here, but in any case, my grandfather really has a lot of Parker pens, I've noticed. So I don't know if maybe one of these days we'll be cleaning up again the store. Who knows what I will unearth, another vintage Parker pen here and there. And then what else did I do? Oh, I also have here like this was funny. I should have like filmed my or like recorded my voice as I was pulling for Jingyan, because I haven't reached pity for Jingyan yet, but I reached like early pity for standard banner, and one of those monsters that you need to fight for like the boss of, who was that again? Like Dr. Ratio's boss materials monster, like the bug creature. I still have not finished that whole like sequence of battles, and I terribly need like a healer and a shielder. So I'm hoping, I was supposed to get Jeopard in standard, and I saw preservation. I was so happy. I wish you could have heard my voice. Like I did audibly said, finally I got Jeopard, seeing the preservation. Only for 2 seconds later, it was actually his light cone. So yeah, I was fairly disappointed with that because it was early pity. I already got a light cone before I got like the light cone of Jeopard. So having 2 light cones in a row for standard is quite discouraging. So yeah. But still, I'm still playing Honkai Star Rail. Like I played more of it now compared to previous weeks because I want Jingyan and I'm farming for like in Penacony. And then after that, I'm kind of feeling guilty actually of like lore skipping Penacony because it's far too long. I am at the point of like Black Swan and Firefly, and like the eye monster, like the boss monster that is like a snake but has eyes. The second part of it appearing, that is where I am as of the moment. And then I also played Fate Grand Order again. It is White Day special, and I'm very much excited for the event because it's more of like the Glasses intellectual, what do you call it? Like all of their skins are pretty much Megane, and that is like my type. So I really pulled for Alter, Arjuna Alter. 110 pull is all I needed, I guess. And I'm very happy about it that I got. So I am going to get his Glasses skin, like the Student Council Glasses skin. Yeah, it's fine. And I also have a very much a productive weekend organizing old toys and old notebooks, as well as decluttering some of the items that are now like broken, like electronics that I have to like check whether or not they are still working or not, and like toss it in recycling if they're no longer like working. So I made some time in the weekend for that. Probably this is why I have my allergies flaring up today. But also I have finished watching like a movie that I have set for the month of March, as well as one series, which is Lunar Legend Tsukihime, another Type Moon in the Type Moon universe, like similar to like Fate Grand Order and Fate Stay Night. It does have references to like Garden of Sinners part of the story, but it's pretty much a sad it's a sad romance. So if you're interested in sad romances with vampires and supernatural stuff, I do recommend the Lunar Legend Tsukihime. So yeah, that is for this whole week. I'm going to proceed to decorating a shift clip, like here, my bookmark. Then we're going to decorate the week. Finally, I got to like film this for like 1 week's content. That is quite long. I am thinking that maybe this is going to be around like a 40 or 45 minute vlog, who knows, but I'm very much more satisfied with doing this like longer, more talking sort of vlog when something is going around, rather than having a silent 20-minute vlog. I think I enjoy this more. So anyway, we have here my color scheme as well as theme for the week, which is Chi-Chi. I keep saying this actually to the people that I know, that Chi-Chi is actually I call her my firstborn because she is my first 5-star character in Genshin. A lot of people don't like her because she ruins pity, or like she ruins 50-50s rather. She's always the 50-50 loss. However, her having to be my first 5-star, and also like I'm always a healer main anyway when it comes to like my RPGs and like my MMOs and different like genres of gaming, I always am a healer and a healer main. So having Chi-Chi as my first 5-star is kind of poetic, to be perfectly honest. So I love her. She's already C6, and what I say to my friends is that it is always a missed opportunity that Chi-Chi, or her Japanese is Nana, which both translates, Chi-Chi is Chinese, so it both translates to 7-7. It's a missed opportunity that her birthday is not 7-7, which is, I think, Children's Day, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, her birthday is 3/3, March 3rd, which is yesterday for me, and I did choose like colors that are not her, but rather the florals that are around her, like in her basket, like medicinal florals and such. So I chose a bunch of yellows, greens, and also a bit of blue. And I also have a bird here. I don't have finches because she does love finches. I don't have like a yellow finch, so I only have this bird. So I have that as my deco, and I did have just a bunch. Oh, I did. This was an old painting. Like I did a bunch of like washi and like painting mix and match when I was younger. This was 2018. I did another spread of one of my paintings as well previously in this weekly journal, and I just wanted to use this, give all artworks new life and new purposes rather than just be sitting in a box. And I thought that this would be perfect. I wish I made like the other bird a different color. Like it's okay to be like the other one to be like sort of greenish, like greenish yellowish, yellow green. And the other one I wish it was like a little bit more blue so that it would be Chi Chi and Yao Yao. But 2018 Genshin did not exist, so that's fine. We're gonna use this hopefully, and I'm going to like leave myself to the background music, and we'll talk about it after I finish with the whole spread. I forgot to put the ampersand in, so I'm going to do that now, as well as the circle stickers that I pulled out saying that I wanted to use it. Let's put one here, and I'm looking for like the greener tones, I guess, and the blue ones, so I'm going to put one at the bottom here, and I think that's it actually. So what I actually did with Chi Chi's photo here is that this is a printout from her old like birthday print from Genshin. I printed it out like last year and stuck it in on a like Christmas or like greeting card, I guess is what you call it, and decided to journal in. So it became like a flap here rather than doing like this. Where was it? No. Oh, I think it's in the other. Oh, like this one right here. So instead of like having a different like postcard or something here to work as a flap, I stuck it in because the design, even though I like it, it was cute, I don't find myself using it in spreads anymore. So we're repurposing that by sticking in Chi-Chi there. So this is it. This is the spread for this week, and I hope you enjoyed this week's Cozy and Chaos episode. I did happen to like feel like I overdid it, like I overcompensated because I haven't been like as like productive and working towards Cozy and Chaos for the past few weeks, but I feel better now. I don't feel as sick anymore, so probably you'll see longer videos like this. I'm not promising anything because I might say something and then it won't work again. So in any case, I do hope that this doesn't feel like overcompensating for you guys to not have like a video up for Cozy and Chaos for like a week or so, and then having one video that is like 45 minutes long. But in any case, I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next video. So until then guys, take care and bye.